Now we're going to look at question number 26, which says graph 2x plus y less than 7 and state one point in the solution set. So you have to pay attention to these types of questions because they require you to really make sure that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this inequality over here. So I have 2x plus y less than 7. You can't graph this by looking at it. You have to get the y by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that y term and ask myself, how can I get my 2x by itself? So if I look, my 2x is positive, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of my inequality. And now I have this cancel, and I get y less than negative 2x plus 7. Now, you might be wondering why I didn't flip the inequality. Now, you only flip the inequality if you're dividing by a negative. Since I didn't divide by a negative, I do not flip. Now what we're going to do is we're going to identify our slope of this line. So my slope, if you remember in y mx plus b form, is the number attached to x. So in this case, my slope is negative 2, and it's over 1, and my y-intercept is 7. So what I'm going to do, well, first, before I even start plotting, I have to ask myself if this is going to be a solid line or a dashed line. Remember, if it's less than or greater than, it's going to be a dashed line. Now, since it says less than, I'm going to shade lower, so that means I'm going to shade below my line like this. So I'm going to start at 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to go down 2, right 1. So down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, and so forth. So let's plot. And then I run out of room. So you know me, I like to go up and backwards. So now I'm going to go up 2, left 1, and I run out of room again. Now we're going to connect a line going through those points. Didn't mean to use that one. And it's going to be a dashed line. It has to be a dashed line. If you don't do a dashed line, you lose points. So now I'm going to draw an arrowhead. You have to have an arrow. And now we're going to shade below our line. So I'm going to shade, make sure it doesn't go over. And now we shade further. So you have to shade that whole region, no exceptions. You got 3 hours to take this test. Use your whole 3 hours and shade. So we shade, keep shading until it's full. And that looks good to me. That looks like it's gonna get me a few points. Now, if we look, we did our graph. We got that part correct. The last part of this question says we have to state one point in the solution set. So that means we have to state a point. Didn't mean to erase. We have to state a point that's in our shaded region. So you can use any of these points. I could use this one, I could use this one, I could use this one, I could use that one. The only points I can't use are things in this area over here, in that white space. Can't use it. So like if you said the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 right there, that would be incorrect because that's not a solution. So the point I'm going to use is I'm going to use this one right here, because why not? So that's going out 1, 2, 3 and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can say the point 3, negative 5 is a solution to my inequality. That's how we do 26.